we need a more permanent wall storage solution for our veneers. But instead of using more conventional way of securing the shelves, I came up with a new type of exposed joinery that I'm not entirely sure will work. The idea is to have shelves that can simply slide into the vertical supports. This would allow us to easily rearrange the shelves later or add more if needed additional storage. But the joint has to be secure enough that the shelves won't pull out or get knocked off. So I came up with a simple way of bending the tenon slightly upwards, which should make the joint tighter when weight is placed on the shelf. At least that's the theory. And before committing the whole project to it, we are going to make a few test pieces and see if it actually works. The first thing we need to do is remove the temporary wall shelf I made about a year ago, which is basically just an offcut box attached to the wall. I mean, it works great, but it doesn't really fit into the more cohesive environment we are trying to create in the workshop. And since we need more veneer storage anyway, this seemed like a good opportunity to replace it with something a bit more permanent. One of the problems with wall shelving is securing it to the wall in a way that looks good, which is an extra challenge when it comes to minimalist design we are aiming for. So what I had in mind was having vertical beams in which the shelves could simply be slid in. This would allow us to easily rearrange the shelves later or add more if we needed additional storage. The problem is that the joinery has to be secure. Simple straight tenons wouldn't really work here. It would be too easy to pull them out or knock them off. So the idea was to bend the tenons a little bit upwards. That way, when you place weight on the shelf, it would actually push the tenon more closed instead of pulling it apart. At least that's the theory. The good thing is that it's super simple to test it out by making just a few pieces. Before committing the whole sheet to the idea, I wanted to see how the joinery would actually behave. And after putting the test pieces together, it seemed promising. The joint was tight. The shelves could still be installed from the front. And most importantly, it wasn't particularly easy to pull apart. So I decided to go ahead with the full shelf. While planning the project, I realized the old cabinet countertop could actually be the best material for it. It already had plenty of wear on it, so it just needed a bit of preparation before it could become part of the new workshop setup. I also wanted it to match the other workstations, so I decided to paint it in the same Box colors. This should tie the new shelf together with the French cleat wall, the workbench, the modular cabinets, and the miter saw station. For the components that will be secured to the wall, I also had some white plywood left over from the miter saw upgrade. One thing I like about using the same materials and finishes throughout the workshop is that even though all of these projects were built separately, they can start looking like a single system. Since the plywood is already finished, I do have to be a bit more careful during the CNC operations, because any scratches are going to be much harder to hide afterwards. But it does make the rest of the build a bit quicker. Once the CNC work is done, the parts just need a little bit of preparation before assembly. For example, the edges need to be rounded over. And once they are finished, the parts do look pretty good. Simple, clean, and no need to worry about paint getting onto the veneer edges. While designing the project, I had a dilemma. Keep the shelf supports separate or join them together for simpler installation. Since this is a workshop build, the simple approach seemed more appealing. By joining them together, I don't have to worry about aligning every individual support on the wall. I can simply get the base frame level and secure it in place. The shelves themselves are pretty straightforward as well. Before installing them, we need to deal with one more problem. The electrical fuse box is missing a cover. And even if I had the original cover, I don't think it would be particularly easy to fit onto this setup. So I decided to do a quick side quest and make a small cabinet that we can simply attach to the wall. A small window gives access to the fuses, and the door can be removed in case there ever has to be work done with the wiring. And with that out of the way, the workshop corner is ready for testing out the shelves. Now it's time to see if the joinery actually works on full-size shelf. The shelves fit nicely and the joint looks pretty much how I imagined it. But looking good isn't really enough. Before we start moving the veneers into their new storage station, I wanted to do a quick test to see how well the shelves actually hold up. 10 kilograms seems fine. 20 kilograms still looks good. I don't want to go too crazy with the test since the whole structure is attached to the wall with only 4 screws. But the important part is that the new joinery seems to work as well as it looks. And that's a pretty good result for something that started as a little experiment on the CNC. Now that I'm confident the shelf is strong enough for the veneers, we can finally start moving everything into its new home. Some of the smaller pieces are stored in these old wooden briefcases, which are slowly falling apart and don't really fit in the new workshop look anymore. So I had to make some new boxes for them. You might be wondering why I'm keeping all these offcut size veneers in the first place, which is a very fair question. The pieces in these old briefcases were actually inherited from my uncle, and they were what got me experimenting with some marquetry projects. So I want to keep them here in the workshop in case they come in handy for some future project. Since I don't want the veneers collecting dust, the boxes also needed a lid. Now the workshop has made another small step forward. But the most exciting part is the new joinery. It started as a simple idea, and now that we know it works, I can see it coming in handy in other projects as well. For now though, I think it's time to take a little break from the workshop upgrades and add another lounge chair to the collection. But that's a story for another time. Thank you for watching, stay creative, and I'll see you next time.